Class 5 Computer, Chapter number 2, Part 1. That is the first video session class of Chapter number 2, Central Processing Unit, CPU. Now, in what we are going to learn in this chapter, you'll learn about the functions of different units of computer, Central Processing Unit, that is the CPU, and the various functional units of CPU. Chapter functions of different units computer gi different units of computer gi functions mayam kari kari no, and the central processing unit haibasna kari no, that is CPU, and the various functional units of CPU haibasigi functional units mayam do kari kari no haibasni. Now we all know that the central processing unit, that is CPU, is called the brain of the computer. Now let's start our chapter. Now, every computer is made of hardware and software. Now, what are hardware and software? The mechanical parts of a computer are called hardware. The mechanical parts of a computer are called hardware, and the organized collection of data and instructions in the computer is called software. Computer is made up of hardware and software. Hardware hai kana uba phangba sopa phangba ko computer gi manung da yawiba parts singse haibadi akhoi hard drive kumba CD drive kumba akhoi sumba yengba uba phangiba simba singsina akhoi hardware haire, and software sina collection of data and instructions haide akhoi program ina organize tawraga computer manung da hapiba singse sisina akhoi software haire. Akhoi software computer gi software mayam laire akhoi samna haibada akhoi tawriba Microsoft Office haisisu software ni andra even adagidi akhoi application software have a system software have a khaidui application software hagna akhoi seasonabagi damakta hapiba software na application software kawre aduga akhoi system software hagna akhoi computer du chalaiba matamda computer thagapa matam seasonaiba haidi operating system je sumbasina akhoi system software hare. Now these are difference between hardware and software. Differences is ni here the mechanical parts of the computer are called hardware, and the organized collection of data and instructions in the computer is called software. Now, functional units of computer. Functional unit. What are the functional units? Let's see. Different hardware units of a computer help it perform specific functions. Let us take up the functions of the computer system one by one. Functional units in first here it gives here the first one is here, it's given here is input. Now what is input? The process of entering data, instructions and programs into the computer system is called input. Some common input devices are keyboard, mouse, microphone, joystick, light pen, etc. Now the input is processed by the computer in a systematic manner. Input device is the process of entering data. Data hapsen bagi process and instructions and programs into the computer. Program instruction command input devices examples some examples some common input devices input devices keyboard suppose keyboard a number matamda computer changakanda computer the process tawra matung thulai na kaino monitor thulai a uba phangeba in terms of second milliseconds process tawra bani duna koina keyboard a hek number ga monitor a uba phangeba. Sometimes repeatedly you type, sometimes you type, if you type a letter repeatedly very fast, then slowly the number is displayed in the monitors in slowly also. Repeatedly suppose monitor the keyboard is A ꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯨꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯗꯕꯤꯗ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯪꯒ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯒ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯇꯪꯒ ꯁꯠ ꯂꯥꯎꯅ A ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯄꯒ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯤꯗꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝꯗꯣ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯅꯝꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯑꯦꯅ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯨꯕ ꯑꯦꯅ ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯨꯕ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯊꯪ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝꯗ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯃꯣꯅꯤꯇꯔꯗ ꯗꯤꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯏꯟꯄꯨꯠ ꯄꯤꯁꯜꯂꯤꯗꯤ ꯀꯗꯥꯏꯗꯅꯣ ꯀꯤꯕꯣꯔꯗꯇꯒꯤ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯏज ꯋꯥꯏ ꯀꯤꯕꯣꯔड ꯏज ꯀꯣꯜ ꯗꯤ input device ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯥꯎꯁꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯋꯦꯟ ꯌꯨ ꯂꯦꯐ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯤꯛ ꯔꯥꯏꯠ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯃꯥꯎꯁꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯦꯡꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯤ ꯃꯥꯎꯁ ꯄꯣꯏꯟꯇꯔꯁꯤ ꯂꯦꯡꯉꯤꯁꯤ ꯃꯥꯎꯁꯁꯦ ꯂꯦꯡꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯄꯣꯏꯟꯇꯔꯁꯤ ꯆꯠꯂꯤꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯥꯎꯁꯀꯤ ꯄꯣꯏꯟꯇꯔꯁꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯃꯥꯟ ꯄꯤꯁꯜꯂꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯥꯎꯁꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯃꯥꯟ ꯄꯤꯔ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯃꯥꯟꯁꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯗꯤꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯃꯣꯅꯤꯇꯔ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯏꯅꯦꯕ ꯈꯪꯅꯤꯀꯣ even microphone also microphone ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ when you speak something in the microphone we can hear in the speaker microphone ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯋꯥ ꯉꯥꯡꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ microphone ꯉꯥꯡꯉꯤꯕ ꯈꯣꯟꯖꯦꯜꯗꯨ ꯀꯗꯥꯏꯗ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯀꯔꯗ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯥꯏꯀ꯭ꯔꯣꯐꯣꯟꯁꯤꯁꯨ is a input device and even in a game ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ joystickꯇ left right up down or even game ꯅꯣꯏꯅ firing ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ click ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ joystickꯇ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯏ joystick ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯐꯪꯁꯟꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯕ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯅꯪꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯨ ꯃꯣꯅꯤꯇꯔꯗ ꯗꯤꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯎꯕ ꯐꯪꯉꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯗꯨ joystickꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ input device ꯑꯃꯅꯦꯕ then light pen ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯃꯥꯔꯠ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯃꯥꯔꯠ ꯄꯦꯟ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯩꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯂꯥꯏꯠ ꯄꯦꯟ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯑꯃꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯃꯥꯔꯠ ꯕꯣꯔꯗꯇꯨꯗ ꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯣꯔ ꯗꯤꯖꯤꯇꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯟ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯩꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯠ ꯄꯦꯟ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯠ ꯄꯦꯟꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯏꯟꯄꯨꯠ ꯗꯤꯚꯥꯏꯁꯅꯦꯕ ꯅꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯁꯤ ꯅꯠꯇꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯦꯅꯔꯁꯨ ꯂꯩ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯦꯅꯔꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯐꯣꯇꯣꯁꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯅꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯦꯅꯔꯗ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯄꯅ ꯗꯤꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ ꯇꯧꯕꯅ ꯀꯥꯏꯗ ꯃꯣꯅꯤꯇꯔꯗ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯀꯅꯦꯕ then that scanner is also known as a input device now the input is processed or by the computer in a systematic manner 하이ꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯊꯥꯖꯟꯈꯤꯕ inputꯇꯨꯅ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯀꯣꯟꯅ ꯊꯥꯖꯟꯈꯤꯕꯗꯨꯅ ꯀꯣꯟꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯀꯅꯦꯕ that is first in first out 하이ꯕꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯊꯥꯖꯟꯈꯤꯕꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯀꯣꯟꯅ ꯊꯥꯖꯟꯈꯤꯕꯗꯨꯅ ꯀꯣꯟꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯀꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ the input is processed by the computer in a systematic manner ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ suppose if you write a name suppose Rama ꯊꯥꯔꯁꯦ RAMA R ꯅ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ input ꯄꯤꯈꯤꯕꯅ R ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ then A ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ then M ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ then lastꯀꯤ A ꯗꯣ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ in a systematic manner ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ input ꯄꯤꯁꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯤꯁꯜꯂꯤꯕ input device ꯗꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ keyboardꯇꯒꯤ ꯄꯤꯔꯦ suppose letter ꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ keyboardꯇ ꯄꯤꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ keyboardꯇ ꯄꯤꯈꯤꯕ mannerꯗꯨꯗꯩꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯐꯥꯔꯁꯇ R ꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯅꯤ R ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ A ꯏꯔꯦ A ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ M ꯏꯔꯦ M ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯂꯥꯁꯀꯤ A ꯏꯈꯤꯕꯗꯣ ꯂꯥꯁ A ꯗ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ Rama ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯄ okay now I hope you understand till here input device ꯈꯪꯉꯝꯃꯅꯤ ꯈꯜꯂꯦ then output device this is afterwards now let's see this storage device since the computer processes the data provided by us at a very high speed it is necessary that we provide the data to it at the same speed. For this purpose, the data is stored in the system at a particular allocated space for faster access and processing. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯌꯨꯇꯔꯗ ꯄꯤꯁꯜꯂꯤꯕ input ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯁꯤ process ꯇꯧꯅꯕ ꯃꯥꯒꯤꯁꯨ space ꯑꯃ location ꯑꯃ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦꯕ. Since the computer processes the data provided by it at a very high speed in terms of milliseconds process tꯧꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯝꯅꯕ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯪꯉꯦꯕ so it is necessary that we provide the data to it at the same speed the ꯄꯤꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ for this purpose ꯁꯤ ꯊꯕꯛꯁꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯔꯦ the data is stored ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ store ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯊꯝꯃꯤ ꯀꯥꯏꯗ in the system in a particular allocated space ꯈꯔ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦꯕ for faster access ꯊꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯅꯕ and process ꯊꯨꯅ ꯇꯧꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ storage ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ RAM ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯌꯨꯇꯔꯒꯤ RAM RAM random access memory ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ RAMꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯠꯇꯣ ꯌꯥꯝꯃꯒꯗꯤ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝꯗꯣ ꯌꯥꯡꯉꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯁꯦ RAM ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯇꯥꯔꯛꯀꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕ ꯈꯨꯗꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯤ RAMꯗ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯪꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯇꯦꯝꯄꯔꯔꯤ RAMꯗ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔ ꯇꯧꯔꯅꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯨꯅ RAMꯒꯤ ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯌꯨꯇꯔ ꯑꯃꯗ RAMꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯃꯣꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯋꯥꯡꯉꯒꯗꯤ ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯌꯨꯇꯔꯁꯤ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯌꯥꯡꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯁꯨ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯅꯣꯏꯗ ꯒꯦꯝꯗ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝꯄꯜ ꯄꯤꯔꯗꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯅꯤꯡ ꯈꯜꯂꯦ ꯒꯦꯝꯗ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯒꯦꯝꯁꯤꯅ 4GB RAM 6GB RAM ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯁꯞꯄꯣꯔꯠ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯌꯨꯇꯔꯗ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯔꯦꯝꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯦꯗꯇꯣ ꯋꯥꯡꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯒꯦꯝꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯀꯟꯐꯤꯒꯨꯔꯦꯁꯟꯗꯣ ꯒꯦꯝꯗꯨꯅ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯁꯞꯄꯣꯔꯠ ꯇꯧꯏ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯁꯞꯄꯣꯔꯠ ꯇꯧꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯅꯪꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔꯦꯖꯇꯤ ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯌꯨꯇꯔꯗ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔꯦꯖ ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯏꯟꯁꯇꯣꯜ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯌꯥꯒꯅꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔꯦꯖꯇꯤ ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯌꯨꯇꯔꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔꯦꯖꯇꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯥꯎꯅ ꯌꯥꯎꯖꯩ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔꯦꯖ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟꯗꯔꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔꯦꯖ ꯑꯩ ꯒꯦꯝꯗꯣ ꯍꯥꯞꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯐꯝꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯒꯦꯝꯗꯣ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯌꯥꯡꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯔꯦꯝꯗ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦꯕ ꯔꯦꯝꯁꯦ ꯋꯥꯡꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔꯦꯖꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯑꯣꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔꯦꯖꯇꯁꯨ we have two types of storage like primary storage and secondary storage that we'll see in the next chapter about storage. Okay, storage devices की chapter अमा तोंगान थोलकनी मथंग next chapter chapter number 3 दा. Now that is all about storage. Now next is the arithmetic and logical processing. Arithmetic and logical processing है इसमें कहीं ना arithmetic है देखो ना mathematical operations तो इसे arithmetic है इसे logical है करना कोई ना logic operators हाइबस तो आना नहीं ये जो है यंग तमकनी लेकिन and or nor XOR NAND and माइनर logical operators किन्हें को है perform तो उन्हें बाशी मतलब कोई ना arithmetic and logical processing जे करता रखने बा. Now let's see here the instructions that is given along with the data are sent to the storage unit था instructions P की बस इनसे काय था are sent to the storage unit. The arithmetic and logic of processor accesses the data stored in the storage unit and performs the required processing in the form of arithmetic calculations and logical operations. The result is again sent to the storage unit. Quite fast ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯤꯕꯣꯔꯗꯇꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯈꯤꯕ instruction commandꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯎ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯎ A ꯅꯝꯃꯗꯤ A ꯗꯨ display ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯦꯕ command ꯄꯤꯅꯦꯕ we are giving command to the computer keyboardꯇ command pire keyboardꯇ command pire matungda given along with the data are sent to the storage unit ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ whatever data we are given are sent to the storage unit ꯇ ꯆꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯤꯔꯤꯕ command ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛ ꯀꯗꯥꯏ ꯆꯠꯂꯦꯕ storage unit ꯇ ꯆꯪꯉꯅꯤ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯐꯥꯔꯁꯇ then ꯃꯊꯪꯗ the arithmetic and logic processor sida chatla matungda processes the data in the storage unit changkha matungda the arithmetic and logic of processors na access tawani season ani kain season the arithmetic oramadi will perform by the arithmetic calculations tawani and logical oramagana logical operations in the perform tawani. Now the result is sent back to the storage unit mu thadurani then it will storage thadura matungda koina monitor u phangduneba but these things this process whatever process we are doing here the computer is doing in a terms of milliseconds the tawebe thuna aduna ne koina once we type A on the computer the A will be displayed on the monitor with that process this all the process has been processed already the process taw loira matungda tholai ne sidu tawiba thabak khudimak se whatever steps we are doing here is already being processed and whatever we type on the keyboard so it will display on the monitor the process taw loira matungda monitor da pingu phangine. Now the arithmetic and logical processing are done here. Then ALU means what? Arithmetic logic unit. I just said that process to unit. Okay. Now let's see the next topic that is output. When output have no. Now whatever we have given through the input device, it will be displayed on the output. I mean output device has no output device has when input pisangibasindu process tawra matungda sigi output se tholakadune the result haidi akoina ugudobo poto kaina after processing it is stored in the storage unit before changing it to user readable form do upinge the storage unit ta hana akoina ubu phange it is then displayed on the output device then matungda kadawani storage device thamdo abi matungda it is then displayed on the output device such as monitor or visual display unit that is video and can also be obtained on paper using a printer when output device now here in output the result after processing is stored in the storage unit hana thamani before changing it to user readable form like storage unit thamani. Then after that it is then displayed on the output device such as monitor da natraga video visual display unit haje video haje monitor da oi ubo phangani ne tije akhina keyboard na nami posi head keyboard da a namaga akhina monitor da ubo phangi je process is sathara matung phangini and can also be obtained on paper using a printer just like you printer da akhina game print okay if you want to print a paper print a document or some letter or something in a computer, you have to type it in the computer using the keyboard season type to any document even in document even some whatever you want nang print on any photo whatever you want to print you have to type on the computer. Then after that keyboard type to computer process to running computer changani. Then if you want it in a hard copy the computer that is called the soft copy paper da that is called the hard copy tuju printer the command computer through computer using the keyboard or using the mouse keyboard print command print to printer in the form of paper or when you type whatever we are typing in a computer it will be come as a result in a form of paper that is called the hard copy hard copy output microphone when we speak through microphone our voice comes in speaker microphone voice speaker that speaker is also known as the output device speaker output device monitor speaker printer output device okay. Now after that control unit this is known as the control unit. Now whatever we are doing processing giving the instructions input command whatever we are giving and whatever we are receiving in the output device this and whatever the process that it performs like meeting and logical operations since it is controlled by the control unit is not control to the all the above listed tasks the work performed by different parts of the computer are well coordinated and controlled inside the computer. We computer manungda loinamak control tawini kaino hankiti ngasai na haibdo example loina rama haikanda r hana type tawragadi r han tholai je siju control tawini mana r hana la di r hana type tawrakanina you have to display the r letter r first then after that a so a will be displayed next then in M will be displayed third, then the fourth A will be displayed next. R haina display drama haina display on the monitor. And that's well coordinated and controlled inside the computer system. The control by the control units. The function of arithmetic and logical processing as well as controlling and coordinating is jointly performed by the central processing unit CPU when the brain of the computer whatever we are doing is performed by this central processing unit it is CPU or simply the processor of the computer or you can call it as simply the processor of the computer. Now we need the processor also we need the speed of the processor to be high also processor speed when high in terms of gigahertz to all the unit the processor speed is young not only the RAM katangi memory processor speed processor now the following diagram shows how different units of a computer take care of all its functions in the micro diagrammatically shown here. Major functioning units of a computer first the input device the text input for processing whatever the input to be processed is taken here through input device then after that it is processed here then it will be sent to the storage unit and after that stores data for faster access or processing then it sends back again here then it will be controlled by the central processing unit and mana sida tharakiba port khudimok si lakiba process tawra matungda storage dagi sonam thadura matungda central processing unit na control tawdine mana yengdine ba hana lakudna hana tharani first in first out haije hana lakpa letter duna hana tharani kona lakudna kona tawrani adna koina sentence ama iba maming ama iba matamda koina hana type tawbuduna hana display tawaido adu yenga matungda then it will be displays the output after processing the process tawra matungda display tawrani koigi output device that is maybe in a printer in the form of hard copy or maybe in a monitor in the form of soft copy da angani ko I thaba khudi mo chilo ma control to ini just like in a traffic ta su traffic road traffic ta koigi traffic police lane traffic police na lambi krom sakani nang hanang ngai ko nam left ki che hana thado ki gen then left to muk stop to khamani duga right ta muk chalu right ki muk chalu and right to muk khamaga front ki do muk lao aina mana control to ni na tadi gari ko ti mak amaga maga loi thimjin na dini ana control to ba ma change se ju aina rama rama nang se hai ki example hai ki do aina rama do r na han lakani a na next lakani mathang m lakani mathang a lakani haibina chingdo khangdragadi a na hang thoni m na han tholani aduna gyan nen tararoi aduna thaba kodi mo control to do ya de like koi traffic rule in maina am natradi gari jo amaju thousand traffic jam oirani natragana gari accident thon thunjana ni control to jadi kana na traffic police na control to maina computer jesu thaba kodi mo control to bi kana na control to ba I control unit agi control to ka ne koi mamang pe hage do input device agre adegi arithmetic and storage device storage like input like that yeah arithmetic and logic processing like that and output then control now I think till here you have understand it clearly so you understand to maning khale se control se bokta now here next comes the central processing unit that is a CPU. Now CPU is a small hardware component of a computer system fitted inside the CPU cabinet or the CPU box. Koina CPU hai desktop computer desktop computer monitor lere keyboard lere mouse lere or you can put printer also printer hapninga gana or web camera hapninga gazu ado koina CPU box and CPU tongan leina box ama leido koina power on tongnaba reset tongnaba CD insert tongnaba CD drive hapnaba mayam ama yawidana adugi CPU do koina CPU box haibo koina kari haiba du do koina CPU box haiga khane koina CPU box natragana CPU cabinet haiba now this CPU central processing unit is a small hardware component amani mas a small hardware component amani of a computer system fitted inside the CPU ki cabinet manung da yawine ko CPU cabinet manung da yawba chip amani ba CPU cabinet manung da central processing unit haiba koina CPU hai po ko CPU box na CPU cabinet koina cabinet to koina CPU hai koina do koina CPU cabinet or the CPU box ki manung da yawba sigi CPU hai ko then in large machines CPU require one or more printed circuit boards PCB. The full form of PCB is printed circuit boards. Okay, printed circuit boards. Now PCBs are thin plates on which electronic chips and other electronic components are soldered. Now in personal computer and small workstations, the CPU is housed in a single postage stamp size silicon chip called microprocessor. Kanya postage stamp size da manba silicon chip amanda kanya microprocessor hai da kanya CPU je ki processor hai po se yaw ni microprocessor hai je kanya or simply the hai do simply microprocessor hai na CPU or simply microprocessor hai kanya processor hai do this chip is also called an integrated circuit kanya IC hai the integrated circuit. Now modern CPUs are small and rectangular. Modern CPUs have PE small size and rectangular structures with multiple metallic pins on their underside. sida integrated circuit sida pin ma'am yawi sida ko they are directly inserted into the socket provided on the motherboard with the help of the pins. Intel and AMD, that is Advanced Micro Devices. AMD AMD need to company name Advanced Micro Devices. Okay, the full form of AMD is Advanced Micro Devices. Are two popular CPU microprocessor manufacturing companies. Intel ga AMD haisiga koina inataba atopa mayam amsu lay company su adubu sise popular oiba CPU ki process microprocessor ki manufacturing companies ani hairagadi koina Intel and AMD hai AMD sa kaino koina advanced micro devices haiba koina IBM lay IBM hairagadi koina ke hai International Business Machines hai IBM do then HP hairagani koina Hewlett Packard and companies makhan mayam lay legadi ko ado koigi Intel ga AMD na advanced micro devices are two popular CPU manufacturer toba companies ta popular oiba haigidi koina Intel and AMD haiba koina now do you know CPU are of different types and each type comes with varying degrees of speed memory and preset instructions. The larger the CPU, the faster it can process, store and execute commands. CPU is different types CPU types ma'am that each type comes with varying degrees of speed, memory and preset instructions. Magi speed, memory and preset instructions although we tongan level. Each type comes with varying degrees tongan like the larger the CPU gi CPU is chowring ke habadi magi speed to chowring ke the faster it can process. Magi CPU ki magi speed cha chawring ke akhoi yamna akhoi yana thabak tawba yai then stores and execute commands thabak si yam thuna tawba yai CPU ji yana gadi akhoi computer season matamda magi processor ji adi hojiki CPU hai ji magi speed che tapagadi akhoi computer je sum season ban ka game sanar ban ka keno ma type tawma computer ji akhoi hang tawba computer ji kram matamda hang tawai hakanda computer je still when lai kenta lenga kenta akhoi mouse number khotpa keyboard number amta yaroi adu kanda akhoi computer ji hang tawba na haidu akhoi the computer ji hang tawba ji kaino akhoi tawriba thabak tuga magi speed tuga chanarakta bajineba ngani ko akhoi computer da pisaliba command akhoi computer thabak tawriba work tuga magi CPU gi speed tuga chanarakta baji computer da akhoi hang tawineba or another is na normally sigi hang tawagi kano magi reason dane ko or computer je akhoi yam kuina sijanaraba adi computer je magi manung computer je tongana akhoi operating system hapa matamda memory kra adu store tawga mai occupy taw leba adu computer kuina sijanaragadi memory du mayam thangala agadi computer slow chalak yaw or computer je magi CPU ji speed je tapagasu computer kedeba hang do bai je computer leng de kenta lengba mouse lengba keyboard number ko pakem cha daroi adu je koina tu kana computer keyboard je kadoni koina computer je kadoni computer je koina reboot toba ko koina liki hagi CPU box natragana koina CPU cabinet habdo de koina reset tawna restart tawna computer system je restart tawna or muthatlaga turn off tawraga mu on tawna yawda namaka computer je thagatba haidi RAM da yawmiba memory singdo na mana puba ngamaktabeneba tawya tawriba thabaktu adugi potu amu nauna RAM da yawmi potu once the computer resets or restart tawragadi whatever stores in the memory will all be gone memory RAM da yawmi memory loima mangkhane aduga nong thakana computer da mu hanagi da nam chan hang tawragadi okay if you find the computer in some while working the computer hangs that time you can use these tips like to restart the computer okay or turn off the computer and turn it on again mind to hang to we cannot use a mouse also we cannot move the mouse we cannot do anything on the keyboard rom te yaroi na koina reset button or the power button sijanaraga computer do mu long turn on tawne. Now the different types of CPUs. Let's see, a single core CPU is the smallest unit available. It is usually found in smaller devices that only perform a simple set of actions such as remote control or toy remote control, car remote control gi toy gumba adumma sijana matamda akhona sigi single core CPU sijaneba. Dual core CPUs contain two command units and have enough power and memory for most personal computers. Dual core hai most personally computers dual core CPUs. In multi-core CPU contain multiple commands units. They are mainly used by larger industrial electronic devices, servers, and network workstations. Servers kumba electronic devices kumbada akhona kai sijaneba multi-core CPUs the network the servers the network workstations. See, we have already done in the chapter number 1 then nahan to mamangda. Now these are the different type of CPUs. Now in this practice time, now search the internet for the history of development of CPU. You can see these at home in computer or in a smartphone that you can see these and draw a schematic chart to show the functional units of a computer. Some you can draw this. Okay, when you project work people do mana when yumda to aga is a diagram here aga functional units of computer say you yumda some aga just as a home assignment. Okay students, now let's do it till here for today. Let's see the solution. Let's stop here for today. Now we'll continue the functional units of CPU in a next video session class. Okay students, stay home, stay safe and stay healthy.